to talk about a couple things. Okay, well, just one, because I'm going to split the videos up. But the first thing is, you know, I get a lot of comments, or not a lot, but regularly get comments of, you know, oh, you have a cold, or you're stoned, or you need to brush your hair, and things like this. Now, here's the thing. What this brings to mind, I mean, is if you want to take meaning in these random parts of the video, then by all means go ahead. I mean, I do that sort of thing. It's loud, isn't it? I do that sort of thing. I mean, go for it. But you have to realize you're being superstitious, you know. If you take, you know, if I'm talking about something and I happen to have a tie-dye and you notice, so having a tie-dye on when he wears that, that's just a random fact, because you have to understand what this really relates to for me is that I'm not going to prepare for these videos. I'm not going to comb my hair. I'm not going to worry if I'm stuffed up. This morning I'm stuffed up. I'm a little bit tired. My eyes are a little puffy. I sort of had an allergic reaction while I was sleeping or something. I'm up earlier than I really want to be because I got to get some stuff done before work. So, you know, I mean, it's random. I mean, whatever my condition is at that moment, I make a video. I mean, that's a part of this for me. You know, if that wasn't possible, this wouldn't really work for me. Okay. And I like it. Now, as I'm telling you, go ahead and notice that if you want. I notice that kind of thing. It's just that I categorize it separate. I separate that out from my real analysis of your real idea. You know, if I see you doing an idea, you know, I separate that out. And sometimes the connection can be really strong. Maybe you're talking about health and you're sick at the moment, you know. Okay, that's sort of an ironic or funny. There's correlations that can be made, and those might even be valid, you know. Like if you were saying, oh, people that are sick have been evil, and you're sick, I mean, you made a link to those things. But even then, it's sort of separate from whatever idea you're presenting. So, you know, it's up to you how you relate these things. When I have those kinds of ideas, or when I say, oh, look, he's doing a metaphor of color, and he's got a tie-dye shirt on, which is colorful, you know, I might notice that kind of thing. It's just that I put it in the category of the million things the human mind retains and thinks about that just is not directly pertinent, you know. And though, you know, interesting ideas could come out of that area, but they definitely, you know, they go to the side. They're not the feedback I'm going to give you on your idea, probably, because they're more or less insignificant, you know, or there's something you put in a poem, or there's something, they're non-analytical, so you put them in a non-analytical, you know. You take them into account in a piece of art, not necessarily in a logical, you know, argument, because they're going to be random, you know. And again, you know, if my hair is all messed up and you're going to notice that more than my idea, I consider that a good thing. A lot of people are like, no, present your ideas really well and, you know, look good. Well, fuck that, you know. I don't want my ideas presented that way. You know, and I don't even care if somebody that can only notice my hair and can't hear the idea, that's good. I want the people that can hear my idea even while my hair is messed up. You know, I want those, that's the audience I prefer, you know. I'm not against anybody watching my videos, but the only people I really care about watching are the people that are going to give me feedback that's interesting. And the people that can hear an idea without getting all confused by superficial details, those are a better kind of thinker. I'm more interested in their feedback. I mean, that should be obvious. So, now also I should say, a lot of times your guesses on these appearances are wrong. Like, one time somebody said I had a cold. By the way, usually they've also said, you know, and I hope you get better soon. So that's nice. I appreciate that. Thanks. But one time I had a cold. The other time I had been partying and I smoked like half a pack of cigarettes, you know, just an hour or a couple hours, and right before, and I made a video before I went to bed, and I didn't have a cold, you know. And as for being stoned, no, you know, like the most recent time, you know, no, I was not at all stoned. I hadn't been drinking anything. That's actually how I think, dude. Okay, I really think that way. Sober, all right. So you just have to face that fact, you know. And don't even worry about trying to understand my ideas. Just understand, how can these type of ideas exist in a sober mind? You know, that's what you needed to, you know, to figure out, I guess, you know, because that's the thing. When you get stuck in superficial details, that's okay for you. I'm not going to slow down and deal with it much. I mean, I'm dealing with it in this video, but you should, you know, you're getting stuck in a superficial detail. Fine, you have a superficial aspect, you know, you should think about the issues that relate to that superficial aspect, because that's how you're going to dig deeper. So yeah, just a little comment on that. Now on to a more important